Good morning or good evening, everyone. It is May 13th, and we are going to go ahead with some product updates from the secure stage. So I did want to re-highlight as we close in on 17.0 some breaking changes that we have. Joe and I mentioned this last week, but we are removing the ability to change the status of a vulnerability. Oh my gosh, I just got logged out. To change the status of a vulnerability as a developer. So that will be coming. Hopefully your customers are aware of this and are working towards creating the custom role if they want that permission added back to developer, or they are creating a new role for their security analysts, or they're adding that admin vulnerability and some of those other permissions that we have. The feature flag has been turned on for .com for the last couple weeks. So for all of your SaaS customers, that has already been in place. And then you can create those custom roles at the instance level for self-managed. We are also removing the license page as a breaking change in 17.0. This I realize may not make that the actual cutoff. I'm trying to work on that. We just merged the MR this morning, so customers may still see that in 17.0, but I'm trying to get that to happen. And then in other good news, we have a new filtered search component. So you can see this, it's now live on SaaS. I linked to the GitLab, I think it's the GitLab group. And this change will include feature parity with all the filter options that were there before. But what this will do is this will enable us to add additional filters, some of which I know customers have been waiting for a long time, like filter by identifier, which we are actively working on now. This opened up a lot more space and we'll have a lot more options moving forward. All right, that's all I have for today. I am logged out, so I can't see who's next, but over to whoever is next.
I can pick up from there,
Okay.
Alana. So I guess two items for composition analysis. The first one is Python 3.11 is going to be our default Python image for dependency scanning as of 17.0. Prior to this, Python 3.9 was the default image. Full support for this version of Python from python.org will be stopping, I believe, in October of 2024. So this change was made now so we could accommodate upgrading to a more recent version so as to not cause problems for our users who might be moving away from Python 3.9. We did not want to wait until 18.0. The second item, Android support for dependency scanning is live. This is accessible via components. There should be a release post on this, and there is significant documentation about how to enable this. So that's exciting because we're expanding our scanner coverage, and this is one of our roadmap themes that we've been focused on. That is it for composition analysis. I will throw it over to Hannah.
Just wanted to make sure everyone is aware that we had a change that we announced in 16.0 that will take any tokens that don't have an expiry date and make them expire in a year. So we're at that year mark now. We've had a lot of documentation on this. I did a blog post a while back with options, but it could take someone by surprise if they're ignoring their emails or the address is wrong. And if they're using their token for automation, it could break it. So this is a potential angry one. And I did notice even when I got up today that the script must have run for at least some customers depending on their time zone, because I already have people yelling at me in the some of our comments. So be aware of this one. It was announced, deprecated everything a long time ago, but I listed some things that you can pass on to your customers for what they can do about it. And I have detailed all of those options in the blog post with links to our docs and stuff. So really I'd pass them that blog post because it also articulates why we did it. Any questions on that?
Hannah?
Yeah.
I clicked the link and it doesn't appear to go directly to the blog post. It goes to like a more generic landing page.
Oh, that's weird.
It's no big deal. It just looks like it.
It looks like yeah, it has like it's some weird redirect thing. I'll fix it.
I've seen that happening for a couple of pages, actually.
Yeah, that's odd. Okay. I do have the correct link now, so I'll go ahead and fix it. All right, Sarah, I think we can move on to you.
Sure. In 17.0 for secret detection, we released advanced vulnerability tracking, which is an algorithm that allows us to more accurately tell when a secret has moved, so that when they move in a file, we're no longer creating a new detection, a new vulnerability every single time, which previously led to vulnerability fatigue. We also have a remote rule set fix, so it's now possible to override rules in remote rule sets, and that provides a scalable way to configure rules in one place across multiple secret projects that are using secret detection. For dynamic analysis, we've removed proxy-based DAST, and DAST now supports multi-architecture images, so both ARM64 and AMD64 architectures are supported by default, which allows customers to optimize cost savings. API security testing also, the containers are now run as a non-root user, which we know is important for a number of customers for security purposes. And we also support servers that only offer TLS 1.3. Beyond the features that went into 17.0, in 17.1, we're also planning to have a open beta for pre-received secret detection, which we're in the process of renaming to secret push protection, which we think will be a little bit easier for customers to just understand what the name means. And then if you're not aware of that feature, it will enable customers to detect secrets before they get merged, which greatly reduces the amount of remediation work required, so that you don't have to rotate the keys because they haven't been leaked. And we also updated our API security direction page. So if you have a chance to look at it, there's now like a 3-year plan with a number of new capabilities that weren't there, and we'd love your feedback on that. I don't know if there were any questions or comments about anything I said.
One question, Sarah. The secret push protection, open beta, I know things can change. Is that currently intended to be for both GitLab.com and self-managed?
Good question. Sorry, it's just GitLab.com. Once that's in beta and we're more confident about scalability and everything, and the performance, then our plan is to try to make it available in GA for self-managed customers, hopefully 2 milestones after that. So 17.3 is what we're aiming for now.
Excellent, thank you.
Great. Let's go ahead and conclude this for today.